What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate viewers rants, no hate. So, salute Gervanta Tank Davis, Hector Garcia. It was a competitive fight. Now, a lot of people don't know who Hector Garcia is. So, once again, Gervanta Tank Davis was exposed. Whatever. As if we don't know what this guy can do. Let me say this as far as people not looking as good in the fight as you think they should, or having a tough fight with someone that because you don't know them, you just think they're no good. For one, every fight, okay, should be a learning experience. When a fighter look back, they look at what they were doing. Even before they look at the fight, they just know instinctively. You know instinctively in there what you should be doing. Okay, but it's all a learning experience, which means you'll be better in the next fight. You'll see the improvements. So instead of, people are so childish, and because these people have no experience fighting themselves, they always want to say someone has been exposed. Um, I'm not even going to get into that. I already did a video speaking about that, you know, but that's what that comes down to. So when you have two fighters and you compare them and you say, but this guy has been through this and that, he's faced different styles, he's faced adversity, well, that's all a part of the process. You know, just like, if you're getting all knockouts, people always say, well, we don't know if this person can go the distance. But then you go the distance, you were exposed. They overlooked the fact you went the distance and wasn't even tired. I will say this: the guy didn't really come to fight against Jerron Boots Ennis tonight. For just to say, he was just trying to survive. He was trying to play it safe. He didn't want to engage. Okay, maybe now that people think he's been exposed, good, because maybe now Spence, Crawford, Thurman, maybe one of them will fight him now. You understand? Maybe. So, do you think that he was exposed? Good luck with that. But for those who've been in the ring, opponents are better than you think they are. And I always tell you guys, the guy that beat you may not necessarily be the guy that people expect to beat you. Ennis did his thing. And I salute him on his win. Yes, things he could have did different, things he could have did better. But that's any fighter. Every fighter. No matter how great you are, there's always something you could have did different. You'll make the adjustments. But when a guy doesn't want to fight, he just wants to survive. It's you go after him, you walk him down, they still don't want to fight. Then it is what it is. But Tank Davis, nah, we're not gonna go through that either. There's no guy was exposed. Hector Garcia came to fight. Now he was 16-0, taller, and pretty much damn near everybody's gonna be taller than Tank. Tank is known to be a slow starter. Tank doesn't really throw a lot of punches anyway. He throws accurate punches. Hector Garcia was basically the first Tank didn't really start to turn up until like the fourth round, because Tank fighting spurts, and he pick his shots and he figure you out, then he starts to break you down, and that's what he always does. This is what he did tonight, and basically from the fourth round on, he still was fighting in spurts, but it was competitive, and basically he got the job done. And then a fight broke out. I think it was the ninth round. I think the fight ended in the ninth round. But anyway, a fight broke out. I don't know what happened. I know I did see Gary Russell, or Gary Russell's brother, caught a quick glance, and commentary was saying, basically saying the Russell brothers, put it like that. So I don't know, but like a fight broke out over there. Tank and Hector both was like, what the hell? They're looking. The referee actually timed out. People were saying, oh, I don't know, they should let it keep going, but you don't know what's happening. So I think the ref, just in case, somebody could have had a weapon. So I guess the ref was just being cautious and like, okay, wait. because he stopped the action for a second. No big deal. And then you got people talking about, oh, he did that to help Tank. I mean, stupid nonsense that people say. So anyway, so the fight stopped because Hector Garcia pretty much said he couldn't see out of his right eye. You know, so salute to Clarissa Shields because she said she couldn't see out of her right eye from the 6th round on against Savannah Marshall, and she didn't quit. She finished the fight, and she still won every round except for like 2. Chill, yeah. For all y'all that want to knock women's boxing, salute Clarissa Shields because she went in there and she stayed in there. But yeah, Hector Garcia said he couldn't see out of his right eye anymore. So Tank was throwing some bombs. He was hitting the guy. He hurt him once, and he wasn't stacking all over the ring, but he did stumble a little bit. You could see like he was hurt. He got buzzed. But hey, man, the guy came to fight, and we're gonna stop calling people bums just because they lose a damn fight. The guy came to fight. Everybody have different skill levels. That's all. Tank was just overall a better fighter. Tank placed his shots right, and this guy was taking a lot of shots from Tank, but it's obvious Tank was hurting him, and then he couldn't see out of his right eye. He said so. That was it. No mas. So Tank gets the victory now. Of course, everybody's already talking about him and Ryan, or him and Look, we'll see what happens when the time comes. I'm not going to break down Tank versus Ryan. There's no need to. And especially when we don't even know if that fight's going to actually happen. So it's, one fight at a time. No need to start jumping conclusions and start already building up this fight before they even announce the fight is actually going to happen. Basically, Tank did what he had to do. He got the win. And people, it's a fight. A fight doesn't happen the way you imagine it, or even the fighter themselves imagine it. Even if it plays out like similar to the way you're thinking, your opponent is not coming to play. They're coming to win just like you are. So if you get dropped in the fight, if you get cut, whatever, it's still a fight. Okay? People will throw that up in your face when you go to try to crap on another fighter when it's like, well, what about you? You had a fight, but at the end of the day, that's the petty stuff. When you look at it, that's what make these fights, the replay value so high. You want to see these fights again and again. Like, man, it was a great fight. That's what it comes down to. When a guy dominates, you guys call Devin Haney boring. He might not knock everybody out, but he's winning. He's dominating, winning damn near every single round. He barely loses rounds. And that's what it comes down to. So, when you look back on someone's career, I mean, you can say what you want to say, but it's about winning. So whether a guy, knockouts are more exciting to people and all, but it's about winning. That's what it's about. And there's been so many times where that poised boxer knows how to engage, know when to, when not to, and then that puncher goes in there and just punches himself out, or go in there and look desperate trying to get a KO. And that's one of the things that make Tank special, because he can punch, he got speed and power. He doesn't have height. That's not on his side, but he works well with what he has. And all of a sudden now, oh, imagine if that was Ryan. I'm like, man, please shut up. Well, imagine when Ryan got dropped by Campbell, if that would have been Tank. Like, we can always sit up and, that is so stupid. And you guys always, like I said, styles make fights, but when someone comes up against a style that, hey, they're giving them some work, that's what makes a good fight. Now, if it's a one-sided fight, you're going to say the guy's a bum. The guy comes and he fights it and puts up a hell of a fight. And then you guys, oh, Tank was exposed. Like, okay, whatever. And anyway, salute both fighters. They came to do what they had to do. Tank was the better man. It's as simple as that. Talk to me in the comment section. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.